The 2,000-year-old computer that defies all logic. Picture this. You crack open a T-Rex fossil and find a MacBook inside. Sounds nuts, right? That's basically what happened in 1901, when a bunch of Greek sponge divers yanked a greenish rock off the ocean floor near Antikythera. The rock turned out to be a palm-sized bronze box, stuffed with 30 miniature gears, some cut to the width of a human hair. 2,000 years on, it can still tell you when the next eclipse will be. Try finding a modern phone that lasts 20 years, let alone 2 millennia. I'm not peddling alien conspiracies. I'm here because the past has a habit of showing off when we least expect it. Stick around for 10 minutes and you'll see why ancient doesn't always mean primitive. The shipwreck that time forgot. In April 1900, a storm shoved a sponge diving crew against the cliffs of Antikythera. 45 meters down, they found statues frozen mid-wink. Horses turned to coral-covered bronze, and one sorry lump that looked like burnt toast. Back in Athens, the statues got all the glory. The lump, relegated to a back shelf labeled miscellaneous. It sat there for 70 years, quietly containing the world's earliest known mechanical computer. No batteries, no code updates, just bronze, imagination, and math sharper than a Swiss banker's suit. Glimpses inside. 2 years later, archaeologist Spyridon Staeus noticed gear teeth inside the fracture. A single glance flipped the artifact from doorstop to, how is this even possible? Gears in 100 BCE? That's like finding Wi-Fi in the Parthenon. For decades, nobody dared crack it open further. Too fragile, too priceless, too tangled in coral and pride. So the mechanism lounged behind museum glass, smirking at every expert who walked by. The century-long decoding marathon. Cue Derek de Sola Price, a physicist with the patience of a saint and a dental X-ray machine you'd need a truck to move. In 1971, he fired X-rays through the corrosion and mapped 27 hand-cut gears. One wheel sported 223 teeth, not a random number, but the exact length of the Saros eclipse cycle. Coincidence? Nope, just Greek brains on overdrive. Yet Price's model had holes big enough to steer an Athenian trireme through. Enter Michael Wright, London Science Museum tinkerer, who in 2005 strapped the device to a custom CT scanner powerful enough to see through a bank vault. Slice by slice, the scans revealed hidden layers, differential gears, thought to be invented 600 years later, tiny pin and slot contraptions, and inscriptions so crisp they looked laser-etched.
Please do well to like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't, as an encouragement for more of this kind of content.
By 2016, a UCL Dream Team finished the jigsaw. 37 gears, all hand-cut, all meshing like a cosmic clock. Turn the main knob once, and you've fast-forwarded 19 years. The metonic cycle that keeps lunar and solar calendars from drifting apart. A secondary pointer glides along a spiral path, forecasting every eclipse visible from roads, no app store required. What this thing actually did. Think of it as the ancient world's Sky Plus box. Front face. Sun and moon roll through the zodiac like a celestial sitcom. A tiny dial counts down to the next Olympic Games. Because ancient Greeks scheduled life around sports the way we schedule around Netflix drops. Flip it over. A 5-turn spiral dominates the back, each segment stamped with glyphs. C for Selene, E for Helios, numbers for hours of blackout. Crank the handle and you can jump to the next solar eclipse, or rewind to the one that darkened the sky the year Alexander died. All powered by a wooden knob you could carve in your garage, assuming your garage has a PhD in astronomy and a side hustle in precision engineering. Why historians are still freaking out. Here's the kicker. Nothing this complex pops up again until Europe's astronomical clocks in the 1300s. That's a tech blackout, longer than the gap between Vikings and vaccine passports. We still don't know who bankrolled the project. Was it a royal astronomer? A wealthy Rhodian merchant with an eclipse fetish? Or was this the last survivor of an entire fleet of bronze supercomputers? The knowledge might have been buried by budget cuts, war, or plain bad luck. Either way, the mechanism forces us to rethink ancient. It wasn't sandals and scrolls, it was gears, grease, and genius. The ship itself remains a question mark. Coins on board date the voyage to around 70 BCE, but the device was already decades old, an antique being shipped to a Roman collector with very niche tastes. The bronze? Isotopic analysis shows it came from at least 3 different mines, meaning the gears were cast in separate foundries, then hand-fitted like Lego pieces. That's supply chain logistics Amazon would envy. Meanwhile, faded paint hints at a once colorful face. Pink for dawn, red for eclipses, blue for twilight. Those pigments vanished centuries ago, leaving us with monochrome metal, and a reminder that the past was once as bright as our Instagram feeds. If stories like this make you want to swap doom scrolling for actual wonder, hit subscribe. I'll be unearthing more too weird for textbooks artifacts every week. Drop a comment with the mystery you want cracked. I read every single one. The Antikythera Mechanism isn't just a gadget. It's a postcard from history saying, "You forgot how clever we were." 2 millennia ago, someone engineered a pocket-sized planetarium, shipped it west, and the boat never arrived.